न पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So this is my great pleasure to be here. So I am getting this opportunity to speak something about Lord Krishna, Lord Damodara in this auspicious month. So I'm very grateful to Krishnamanand Prabhu and all the devotees. So Prabhuji has told me to speak something about the glories of Damodar pastime and the Kartik month. So as you all know that every year we celebrate this Kartik month.
Exactly.
And Kartik month has it's a very auspicious month. It's very dear to Lord Krishna because this month is Srimati Radharani's favorite as well. And different like Deepavali today or tomorrow we'll be celebrating Deepavali and Bholashtami, Gopashtami, so Govardhan Puja. So different all auspicious days are appearing in this particular month. So Prabhuji has told me to speak something about Vijayadashmi to Navratri to Damodar Leela. And so before going to Damodar Leela, Damodar Leela we have heard many times. During this period, there was a past some days back. There was Bahulashtami, and Bahulashtami means it was the appearance day of Radha Kunda. Actually, it was the day when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered Radha Kund and Sham Kund. So, Prabhuji, did we discuss devotees discuss something about Bholashtami?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so that was discussed. Yeah. So, one particular aspect I just want to touch and go forward. So, this Bahulashtami, as we all have heard, you all must have heard, that when Lord Krishna killed the demon called Arishtasura, and this Arishtasura demon came in a form of a bull. So Lord Krishna killed him, and then that was the famous pastime that Srimati Radharani said that Krishna, you are a killer, you are a sinful person because you are killed a bull. Krishna said it was not a bull, it was a demon. So Radharani said, fine, it must be a demon, but it was in a form of a bull. So you have done a very bad thing. So Krishna said, what should I do now? So Radharani said that you must uh, gather the water from all the you must go to different pilgrimage places and take bath in different sacred waters. Krishna said, well, it will take a lot of time. So what if I call all these rivers here? So Radharani said that, yeah, fine, if you can do that, go ahead. So Krishna with his lotus feet, he made a pond and called all the waters from all the rivers, all the kundas, and they all assembled in the service of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. And then Krishna took bath. And after Krishna took bath, Krishna told Srimati Radharani that although now I have become purified, but you have become contaminated because you took side of the demon. So Radharani said, okay, fine. Then I'll also take bath in different rivers and I'll purify myself. So Krishna said, yes, you can use my kunda. So Radharani said, no, your kunda has become contaminated now. So I'll not use your kunda. So I'll make my own kunda. And then Srimati Radharani made a kund. And then it was very difficult for her to get water from Manasi Ganga, and it was very difficult for her to fill her kund. So then Lord Krishna told all the rivers and all the kundas, all the sacred waters, that this is the great opportunity that you can serve Srimati Radharani. So all the rivers approached Srimati Radharani and requested that give us an opportunity to serve you. We want to serve you. And how we want to serve you? We want to serve you by filling your pond. So Radharani accepted their proposal, accepted their service, and then it became famous as Srimati Radharani's Kunda, Radha Kunda. So we all have heard that particular uh, pastime. It all happened, and Lord Chaitanya discovered Radha Kund during on this day of Bhaulashtami. Now there is very interesting thing that we need to note is Arishtasur was a demon. According to Chaitanya Shikshamrita, there is a beautiful book written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, where Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining that different anarthas of our heart are, or rather, the different demons that are appearing in different demons. Those are they are appearing in Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes are nothing but the anarthas within our heart. So what this Arishtasura is representing, Arishtasura is representing the Kaitava Dharma or cheating religion. As we all know that, bull represents dharma, and Arishtasur, he was not a bull, but he was pretending like a bull. That means there are so many theologies and philosophies that is going within this world. It has nothing to do with real religion. It has nothing to do with the real religion is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Real religion is to satisfy the senses of the Supreme Lord. And whatever it is going in the name of religion today is it's the simple pretension. It's all uh, made for our own sense gratification. It has nothing to do with the sense gratification of the Supreme Lord. So this is all called Kaitava Dharma or cheating religion. So the cheating religion is prevalent. And killing of cheating religion means killing of Arishtasura means Krishna is appearing in the form of proper rites, in the form of Hare Krishna movement, this Krishna consciousness movement, and Krishna in the form of Krishna consciousness movement is killing all the bogus philosophies, all the bogus pretentious dharma, Kaitava Dharma, cheating religion, and establishing the pure devotional service of the Supreme Lord. So we can see the chronology. Krishna killing Arishtasura, and after killing of Arishtasura, the Radha Kund appeared. Similarly, Krishna consciousness movement is killing all sorts of nonsense, bogus philosophies which are going in the name of dharma, and then the Radha Kund of pure devotional service of Supreme Lord is appearing. And another interesting thing that we need to notice, it was on the banks of Radha Kunda when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has instructed Srila Prabhupada to propagate this Krishna consciousness movement worldwide. He said that whenever you get some money, you print books. So we can well imagine these books of Srila Prabhupada, just like Radha Kunda, is filled with the pure devotional ambrosia. It is filled with pure nectar of Krishna consciousness. Srimati Radharani's prema for Krishna. Similarly, the books of Srila Prabhupada is none other than the Radha Kunda. It is also carrying the nectar and ambrosia of pure Krishna prem. Radharani's prema for Krishna. So if we have that particular kind of understanding about Srila Prabhupada books, then our appreciation and our what we call devotion will increase multifold. So from the books of Srila Prabhupada, I would like to narrate this particular pastime of Sri Damodar as I have been instructed by the devotees. So we all know that Lord Krishna is performing his childhood pastimes in Vrindavana. And this particular pastime, that Krishna, when he was sitting on the laps of his mother Yashoda, and he was relishing the association of his mother. And then by the time mother had put milk on the stove, and as the milk was about to overflow, Lord Krishna, Mother Yashoda kept aside Lord Krishna, and then she went to save the milk. So Krishna became very angry that I have descended from Golok Vrindavan to take service from you, and instead of giving service to me, instead of I have come here to give you association. Instead of taking association, what you are doing? You are taking care of milk, and you left me alone. And Krishna became really very angry and upset. He became very frustrated. And then when mother was not there, Krishna, out of his great frustration and great anger, he went and broke the butter pot, and the pot which was carrying butter and curd, and then he ran away. Now there is a very interesting and very important lesson that we can derive from this particular pastime. Sometimes we need to give up the association of the Supreme Lord to serve him. Just like in Ramayana, we see that Bharat, uh, although he wanted to associate with Lord Ramachandra, Bharat also wanted that I must go with Lord Rama to the forest. Why Lord Ram should go, leave me behind? But Lord Ramachandra said that you must serve me in separation. I am going to forest, serving my father, serving our father. You stay in the Ayodhya kingdom, take care of Ayodhya, and serve me and serve my father, serve our father by staying here. So sometimes service is done in association, sometimes service is done in separation. The first lesson that we derive from this Damodar pastime, Mother Yashoda is teaching us how to serve in separation. Although Mother Yashoda could have relished the association of Lord Krishna and could not have taken care of the milk. What is the great thing if even if few liters of milk will get destroyed? What big deal is she's relishing the association of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. But no, to serve Krishna, she gave up association of Krishna. So service in separation. We from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, we see when Uttara, she was attacked by Ashwathama's Brahmastra. So she cried and ran towards Lord Krishna. Pahi pahi mahajogin deva deva jagatpate नान्यत्वद् अभयं पश्ये yatra mrityu parasparam. Uttara said, Deva Deva Pahi Pahi Mahajogin Deva Deva Jagatpate. Pahi Pahi, protect me, protect me. O Krishna, who is the master of all yogic siddhis, Deva Deva Jagatpate, you are the Supreme Lord, you are the Deva Deva Jagatpate. You are the Supreme Lord of all the demigods. You are the protector and the maintainer of the entire universe. And apart from you, I do not see anyone who can, who can mitigate my pain, or who can protect me from this difficult situation. The question may arise that there were Yudhishthir Maharaj, there were Bhima, there was Arjuna, so there were such great personalities. Why Uttara, instead of approaching them, approach Krishna? The answer is Uttara knew. Uttara knew that these personalities were present when Uttara's mother-in-law, Draupadi, was being disrobed in the assembly of the Kauravas. All these great personalities were sitting there, but they could not do anything. At that time, Krishna appeared and Krishna helped Draupadi. So just like Krishna helped Draupadi, Uttara's mother-in-law, Uttara knew that these great personalities cannot do anything if it is not sanctioned by Krishna. So therefore, she took shelter of Krishna. And when she approached Krishna, she also said, "My dear Krishna, I don't care about my body. My body may burn to ashes. I do not care at all. But I don't want that my womb should get destroyed. The embryo within my womb should get destroyed, or it should get killed." So, so the question arises, why Uttara is so keen about protecting her child? Is it not a kind of a fruitive mentality? Our acharyas give a very great understanding. No, it's not. It is not a fruitive mentality. In fact, it was the duty of Uttara to protect the embryo. It is said that when uh, a woman is pregnant, she should not enter. She should not become sati. Hmm? Uh, because it was a custom when Maharaj Pandu died. Then there was a fight between Madari and Kunti. Madari said, "I want to become sati." Kunti said, "I want to become sati." So then Madri gave a very intelligent idea. Madri said, "My dear sister Kunti, you know, I will not be able to take care of your children and my children as my children. But I know that you have a very big heart. You'll take care of your children as your children and my children also as your children. So therefore, my humble request is, let me become Sati and you take the charge of children and take care of them." And in fact, this quality was manifested in Yudhishthir Maharaj also. When all the brothers were killed by Yakshas, Yudhishthir Maharaj reached that particular place and Yaksha asked that, "Yudhishthir, I can uh, bring back one of your brother back to life. Which brother you want?" Now Yudhishthir could have said, "I want Arjun, I want Bhima, because Bhima is very powerful. He can feed all of us." But Yudhishthir said that you kindly bring Nakul back to life. Yaksha said, "Why?" So Yudhishthir said, "Because I am the only child surviving of my mother Kunti. So one child of mother Madri should also survive. So therefore you bring Nakul back to life." When Yaksha heard this kind of approach, Yaksha said, "Yes, you are Dharmaraj. You are Yudhishthir Maharaj. You have that kind of higher understanding." So I was telling that there was a fight between Madri and Kunti. Both of them wanted to become Sati, but Madri said that, "Kunti Didi, you take care of my children, because I will do partiality, you will not do partiality." Now the question arises that who suffered more? Madri suffered more or Kunti suffered more? See, Madri suffered for some time. Entering into the fire, entering into the fire, she suffered for once. But Kunti suffered for her entire life. When Kunti took the children to Hastinapur, the rulers in Hastinapur, those who were their great relatives, but they all said, "We cannot accept Kunti because Pandu was cursed and he could not have children. How can we accept these children are Pandu's children? They are Pandavas. Will not accept." Then the Rishi Munis, great Vyasadeva and other rishis had to come and had to give the testimony. Then there were different attempts to kill the Pandavas. So whole life, then they were thrown out of their kingdom. They were sent to forests, and then finally there was Mahabharata war. So whole life Kunti had to see all such kind of turbulences. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Kaunteya pratijanihi." Sorry, uh, uh, hmm, in so it was in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that matra sparshastu konteya shitosha sukhada dukkada agam apaino anitya stant tishasu bharata. In this particular shloka, Krishna is representing Arjun as Kaunteya. He's telling you are Kaunteya. That means you are son of Kunti. And being son of Kunti, your mother Kunti has tolerated so many problems. Why can't you tolerate little problem? So Krishna is giving that kind of analogy, giving that kind of name to Arjun, Kaunteya, because Kunti has resisted whole life. So the point is Kunti has suffered for her entire life, whereas Madri has suffered once. Why? Because Kunti had to perform service in separation. Similarly, Uttara's concern was that I may die, but I have received this, seed from my husband, and he's the last person of the Kuru dynasty, and I need to take care. I may die; it's not a big deal, but my responsibility, my husband is not there, but I need to take care of this child till I am till I am alive. So that is called service in separation. So service in separation is greater than the service in union. So Mother Yashoda is performing service in separation. She's leaving aside Krishna and she's going to take care of milk. So, and our entire Gaudiya Vaishnava theology is focused on serving in separation. The entire Gaudiya Vaishnava theology, our focus is Parakiya Bhav. Parakiya means that Srimati Radharani and Krishna, they're not uniting every time. There are always great difficulty in union. But Krishna is thinking of Radharani always, and Radharani is thinking of Krishna always. So this is called service and separation. And similarly, we need to understand that a disciple, he needs to serve his spiritual master in separate, because he'll not get the association of spiritual master always. Therefore, he needs to serve in separation. So, so Yashoda Maiya is giving us the lesson of service in separation. That is the first lesson we derive. So as Yashoda mother, she went, and Krishna became very angry, and then Krishna immediately broke the pots. And when uh, Yashoda Maiya saw that the pots are broken, then she could immediately understand what happened, and then she tried to catch hold of Krishna. As we all know, that Krishna is running and Mother Yashoda is trying to catch her. Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo Vayo Rathavi Manaso Muni Pungavanam. Muni Pungavanam, the great sages, they are running with the speed of mind for millions of years, and they are not able to catch Krishna. And and Yashoda Maiya is running behind Krishna to catch hold of him. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj very nicely explains what all happened during this, the details of the pastimes. Maharaj explains that, for example, Yashoda Maiya had flowers on her hairs, and this flower, they fell down to the lotus feet of Yashoda Maiya. So what were these flowers thinking? Flowers were thinking that, just see, Mother Yashoda, she is running to catch Krishna, and we are sitting on the head of Mother Yashoda, who we are to sit on her head. If somebody is trying to run behind Krishna, catch Krishna, then our position is we must fall at their lotus feet. So even the small flower is giving a great lesson in this issue, in this Damodar Lila, that whoever is trying to catch Krishna, whoever is after, whoever is following the process of Krishna consciousness, whoever is doing engaged in devotional service, our position must be just like the flowers. Immediately we must fall to the lotus feet. Nectar of Instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami says, that uh, whoever chants the holy name of the Lord even once, then manasadriyeta, we must offer respect within our mind. When dikshas cheta pranati bhajantamisham, if somebody is taken initiation and engaged in devotional service, then we must offer them pranams. And bhajantamisham susrushaya bhajan vigyamanyam anya nindadi shunyam hridayam sangalabhya. And if somebody is engaged in deity worship and other kind of devotional services, then we must always aspire to serve them. And the devotees, those who are free from any propensity of criticizing others, we must always aspire to associate with them. Kunti Maharani in one of her prayers says that we get benefit from Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Mananam. Shravanam, Kirtanam and remembrance. Hearing, chanting and remembrance. So we get spiritual benefit by performing Shravana, Kirtana and Mananam. We get spiritual benefit by hearing, by chanting and by remembering. But if we simply appreciate those who are engaged in hearing, chanting and reading. So simply appreciating them is our devotional service. Krishna also accept that. So I may not able to perform hearing and chanting nicely, but say if another devotee is performing hearing and chanting nicely, and if I'm simply appreciating him genuinely, then I'll get credit in my account. Just see how nice it is. so, so the simple flowers on the hairs of Mother Yashoda is telling that whoever is running after Krishna, then we must fall at their lotus feet. So Mother Yashoda is trying to catch Krishna, and the flowers are falling. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj also explains that milk, why milk was coming out of the pot. Because in the spiritual world, everything is chintamani, everything is what we call spiritual. Everything has a consciousness. Milk was also thinking something. Because Krishna was drinking the mother's milk, breast milk. So the milk that was there in the stove, it was thinking that what is the benefit of our existence? Who we are? Why should we live? Better we must commit suicide. Why? Because Krishna is anyway not going to drink us. Krishna is drinking, breast milk. So why should we stay alive? Better we should commit suicide. So this so this milk was actually committing suicide. And then Mother Yashoda came running. Said, no, don't commit suicide. Don't worry. You'll also get opportunity to serve Krishna. Actually, it is the duty of the leader to encourage everyone and engage everyone in Krishna consciousness. Because sometimes what happens as our congregation grows, so then what happens, few devotees get n number of services, and few devotees are they do not get sufficient service, so they do not get sufficient attention, and they feel like what is the value of our existence, what is our value in the congregation. So as milk was thinking like that what is the value of my existence, because anyway I'm not going to get any kind of service, so let me commit suicide. And immediately Mother Yashoda came running. No, don't worry, I'll engage you in service too. So Mother Yashoda is setting a very nice example of a leader, that how a leader must take care of all the devotees and try to engage. Although it is difficult, it is difficult, but still at that time, Mother Yashoda kept Krishna aside, because at that time Krishna's devotee was more important than Krishna. Because Mother Yashoda knew, if I'll take care of Krishna's devotee, that means if I'll take care of milk, who at this particular moment has become discouraged, at this particular moment has become, its enthusiasm has gone down. So this is the time I should, um, I should boost its confidence. So the lesson that we derive here is, sometimes as a leader, we've seen that we become too absorbed in our services to the Supreme Lord Krishna and to our spiritual master, that we may not be able to take care of the devotees who are left out. But here it is important to understand, even at the expense of our direct service to Krishna, sometimes we need to give our time and attention to those who are left out, because that is also service to Krishna. Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj used to say that that my policy is I take care of people and people take care of projects. But in the mode of passion, our tendency sometimes is like that. We take care of projects so much that we forget people. At least I have experienced this in my you know outreach, that I become too busy in my project that I don't give time to people, and as a result, people get, they do not get sufficient time, energy, and attention. As a result, they bloop out. So it's a very important lesson that we derive from Mother Yashoda, that she gave up the personal service to the Supreme Lord to take care of the milk, who is also a devotee and who was thinking and who was depressed at that time. Actually, it's a very interesting phenomena that we need to note, that the present day of devotees, everywhere we are finding, earlier the devotees were like, they used to have a superiority complex. I am better than others. But presently, the devotees have a very inferiority complex. At least in students, we are finding out. In youth, we are finding, I am not at all good. I am useless. I'm not able to do, and they feel as if they are cut from the community. So so uh, earlier the generation was different. Earlier the devotees, they used to feel, I am better than others. But today, because as the social media is the influence of social media is increasing, people are comparing. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, they were comparing their looks with others, they are comparing their grades with others, they were comparing their cars and jobs and salaries with others, they were comparing their spouses with others, they were comparing material fortune, their material fortune with others' material fortune. After coming to Krishna consciousness, they are comparing, who is getting better service in the congregation, who is getting better attention in the congregation, who is getting better respect in the congregation, who is getting, special mercy of the spiritual master. And when they do not get it, so they become a little discouraged and demotivated. So this is all the effects of, social media. People don't say it, but they feel it. Uh, Dhruva Maharaj says in Bhagavatam, Narad Muni explains to Dhruva Maharaj, Gunadikan mudam lipsed anukrosham gunadamat maitrim samana anavichena nataper abhibhuyate. He says, Gunadikan mudam lipsed. When we find someone better than us, we must be pleased to see. And when we find someone, not as qualified as us, we must try to bring him up to our level. And just see, Mother Yashoda is doing same thing. When she immediately just she recognized that, milk is becoming a little insecure, that he's not happy, because he's thinking that all the credit will be taken away by Mother Yashoda. All the milk, Krishna will get all the milk from Mother Yashoda, and our service will not be taken into consideration. So at that particular time, Mother Yashoda, she kept herself backward and put that milk forward. Sometimes it happens, we see in the lives of great devotees. They sometimes where Srimati Radharani is the greatest example of this. When Krishna glorified Radharani, Radharani said, no, you don't glorify me. You just see this devotee is so nice. You see that devotee is so nice. See that devotee is so nice. So, so we can see the more advanced the devotee is, he takes care of other devotees. The more advanced the devotee is, he always try to bring forward other devotees. If a spiritual master is showing mercy to us, we must immediately transfer. No, Maharaj, why are you showing mercy to me? Whatever I am able to perform is because of this devotee, this devotee, this devotee. So this is how the mercy get equally distributed, and the more mercy get distributed, the more it expands. So sometimes what we happen when the senior devotees come, we have all observed this, it happens generally. When some senior devotee come, we always want to be with the senior devotee, and we do not give chance to the new devotee to associate. So, so as a leader, what one must do, one must get one must try to connect the new devotee with the senior devotee, with the Maharaj coming. Maharaj, he's a new devotee, he's coming to our temple, he's going. So like this, they feel encouragement. So Mother Yashoda is giving encouragement to milk. So just see, Damodar pastime is so big, we can discuss so many ideas from that, but we can see simply how Mother Yashoda is becoming compassionate to the poor milk, who became depressed and disappointed at that particular moment, thinking that my service will not be taken into account and let me commit suicide. And because of this gesture of Mother Yashoda, the flowers were thinking that who we are to sit on Mother Yashoda's head. Our position if a devotee have such nice consciousness, then we must immediately fall to their lotus feet. So Mother Yashoda is running after Krishna. Krishna, who is being chased by the great rishis and munis and yogis for millions of years, Mother Yashoda is trying to catch Krishna. And then we all know what happened when Krishna shows. Actually, Krishnas have two features simultaneously working. One is his Aishwarya, and other is his Madhurya. His Aishwarya Lila, his Aishwarya potencies are saying that who can catch Krishna? Who is, Aishwarya potencies are always, sometimes when Mother Yashoda used to treat Krishna like her own child, there is a tug of war going between the Aishwarya potencies and the Madhurya potencies. Aishwarya potency says Mother Yashoda is chastising Krishna, what she thinks of her. She doesn't know who is Krishna. So at that time, Aishwarya potencies tries to prove that Krishna is God. And at that moment, Madhurya potencies just, catch hold of Aishwarya, sit down. You don't try to prove yourself. Because Krishna is relishing the Madhurya of his mother, which is not available in Vaikuntha also. So there is a constant tug of war. Sometimes there is a very famous, after this Damodar Leela, when Mother Yashoda tied Krishna. So at that time, Krishna was, in a very morose, form. He was tied down. And at that time, Lord Balram came there. And Balram, when he saw that Krishna is tied, is bound by the ropes, and again immediately started to shout, who can do like this, and who has bound you, Krishna? Don't they know that Krishna is the supreme Lord? So like this he was shouting. So at that time Mother Yashoda said, so Mother Yashoda said, what happened? He said, you don't know who is Krishna? Krishna is supreme Lord. Mother Yashoda said, okay, fine, Krishna is supreme Lord, and who are you? And I am the Ananta Shesh. So Mother Yashoda showed the stick. All the incarnation are there in my home. So, and seeing the stick of Mother Yashoda, Balram fled away. So he is the Ananta Shesha. He is carrying the entire universe, and seeing the rod in hand of Mother, he fled away. Why? Because the Madhurya potencies are overriding the Aishwarya potencies. Actually, Srila Rupa Goswami gives a very beautiful example. Like we have discussed this example many times before also. Say, for example, if there is a what we call um, a transparent glass, uh, transparent cup made of, it's a transparent glass, and it has hot melted ghee, and there is a golden ring within that hot melted ghee. So when this hot melted ghee is, it's very transparent, and anybody and everybody can watch that golden ring. But when this hot transparent ghee cools down and it become condensed, then you cannot see the golden ring. So Srila Rupa Goswami gives this example that hot ghee is compared with the love of the devotee, and golden ring is compared with the Aishwarya or the opulence of the Lord. So when this love is dilute, then the Aishwarya is visible. But when the love get condensed, that Aishwarya is not at all visible. So the specific nature of the Braja pastime is that the love is so intense, so condensed, that Krishna's opulence is not at all visible. Even if sometimes Krishna tries to show his opulence, nobody believes that Krishna is God. When Krishna catch hold of Krishna hold Govardhan mountain on his little finger. So all the Brajvasis came and they started to give support to the Braja mountain, this Govardhan mountain. They were thinking that Krishna, it will be difficult for you to hold the mountain alone. So let us all help you. So because they cannot understand how Krishna is God, because how Krishna is God, because Krishna is playing with us, Krishna is living with us, Krishna is eating with us. We don't believe Krishna is God. Even if Krishna is doing some kind of miraculous task, it is because Lord Vishnu is specially merciful to Krishna, or the demigods are showing some kind of mystic power, and Krishna is chosen. Why? Because they have that pure love for Krishna, and that the love is so condensed that the opulence of Krishna is becoming, it's invisible. On the contrary, Krishna when goes to Dwaraka, Krishna when goes to Mathura, Krishna when goes to uh, Kurukshetra, then his opulence is uh, more, and Madhurya becomes secondary. And that is the special prerogative of Krishna's Braja pastimes. That there is no tinge of Aishwarya, it is all Madhurya. And very interesting point is that gopis are living in Vrindavan, and Krishna is living in Mathura. Now gopis can very easily uh, go to Krishna and meet him, or Krishna can come back to Mathura, come back to Vrindavan and meet gopis. But gopis crying here, Krishna crying there. Gopis are not going to Mathura, and Krishna is not coming to Vrindavan. So there are, our acharyas explained there are different reasons for it. The apparent or the external reason is that Krishna has recently killed demons, especially Kamsa. So then there are many associates of Kamsa who would try to kill Krishna, who are trying to kill Krishna, say Jarasandha and Kal Nemi and other, Jarasandha and Kalyavan, etc. They are constantly attacking Krishna. If they will get a clue that Krishna has some connection with Vrindavan, so then what will happen? So these demons, they will attack, they will attack uh, Vrindavan also. They'll try to blackmail Krishna by kidnapping Vrindavan Vasis, and then it will be great difficulty for Krishna. So Krishna is externally showing that he has nothing to do with Vrindavan. But in reality, Krishna is crying for Vrindavan. So now this is the external reason. The internal reason is there are different feelings. Brajvasis, they cannot comprehend how Krishna is being treated just like a prince in Mathura. They cannot comprehend that, and they don't want to comprehend. And the Mathura Vasis, if they'll see the dealings of Krishna with the Brajvasis, and Brajvasis dealing with Krishna, Brajvasis taking Krishna so lightly, so cheaply, as if they're uh, just like a cowherd boy, speaking like anything, fighting, giving gali. They'll not be able to comprehend that, and therefore, uh, because of this rasabhas, Vrindavan Vasis are not going to Mathura, and Mathura Vasis are not going to Vrindavan. So there is a clear distinction. So Mother Yashoda is never able to comprehend that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, because for her Krishna is just a small child. So there is a tug of war going between the Aishwarya potencies and the Madhurya potencies, and always the Madhurya potencies are winning. Why? Because Krishna is in Brajabhumi. And finally, when Krishna saw that my mother Yashoda is trying hard to catch me, and somehow he's okay. Let when Krishna saw that Mother Yashoda is trying hard, so then okay, fine. So At that time, Krishna became caught by Mother Yashoda. But then again, we know that she was trying to bound Krishna. Now again, Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna with ropes, and we all know that there were two finger shots. I'll not say much about it because we all know that two fingers represent the devotees, um, devotees enthusiasm and devotees hard work to achieve Krishna, and other is Krishna's mercy. But the interesting thing is that Krishna became bound up, and this particular pastime, the Shruti Phal is that whoever listens to this pastime, whoever contemplates on this pastime, whoever meditates on this pastime, he become free. So just see, today I was reading the Prithu Maharaja's um, pastime in Bhagavatam. Prithvi Devi is telling Prithu when Prithu Maharaj tried to, you know, kill Prithvi, who was in the form, chastise Prithvi, who was on the form of a cow. Prithvi said, "My dear Lord, you appeared as uh, Varahadev, and you rescued me. And today you appeared as Prithu, and you're trying to chastise me. So it's all opposite. All your pastimes are very contradictory in nature." Even Mother Yashoda will, Kunti Maharani will pray. Gopya dade to ekatagasi dam atavad nate dashashru kalyanjana sambramaksham vaktaram niniya bhaya bhavnaya satasya samam vimoyati bhir yapijat bhiveti. In one of the prayers, Kunti Maharani is saying that I'm not able to comprehend that Bhir api jat bhiveti, even fear personified is feared by Lord Krishna, and that Lord Krishna seeing the stick in mother's hand is becoming fearful of mother. So this particular kind of contradiction, it's not fitting in my brain. So Lord's pastimes are very difficult to comprehend. So in one pastime, he is taking care of Mata Prithvi, another pastime he is chastising Mata Prithvi. Not able to comprehend. In one pastime, Bhir api jat bhiveti, even the fear personified is feared by Krishna, and Krishna is becoming fearful of his mother. So it's all very difficult to comprehend. So Krishna, the Shruti Phal of this particular pastime is whoever hears this pastime will become free. And what is the pastime? Krishna has become bound up. Just, just paradoxical nature. Actually, it happens. Nectar of Devotion says if somebody enters into the temple with great enthusiasm, if somebody is entering in the temple with great enthusiasm, then he will not have to enter mother's womb. So, these we can see there is a subtle connection between all those pastimes. Here, Krishna is becoming bound up uh, by the rope of devotion. And if somebody is bounding Krishna by the rope of devotion, the phal or the fruit is he will become free from the ropes of material entanglement. He'll be free from the ropes of the three modes of material nature. And this rope itself has a very beautiful understanding. What exactly this rope? Actually, everybody is bound by the ropes. The three modes of material nature are ropes. The entanglement of the material world are the ropes. But these ropes, they are not visible, but we all can actually feel that we are being bound by we are caught by these ropes. But Srila Prabhupada used to give a very beautiful example that there are two different types of dogs. Say there is a German Shepherd, and he's very rebellious to his master. The more rebellious dog, the more tightly he's being controlled by the ropes. And then there is another, what we call is like Pomeranian dog. And we see this Pomeranian dog, even they do not have even a single rope, not even having a collar. Why? Because the master knows the moment I'll clap, he'll come back running. So the more surrendered a devotee becomes, so all his ropes get what we call opened up. But the more rebellious a person is caught by the different modes, different ropes of mental entanglement, ropes of conditioned by the laws of material nature. conditioned by the anarthas, conditioned by the different kinds of entanglements. But the moment a devotee become surrendered, all the ropes are, untied. So this is the science of the rope. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, it is said in the past of Raghunath Das Goswami, Kripa Gunair Raghunath Das Goswami, Kripa Gunair Tad, I just forgot that. Rahu Gunair, Kripa Gunair Tad, I just forgot the verse where it said that Raghunath Das Goswami was droning in he was in the Griha and the Kupam. He was there. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put the ropes of his causeless mercy and brought Raghunath Das Goswami. So rope is called guna. Guna means rope. So what is the difference between rope and guna? Three modes of material nature. Rope we can see, it is gross. We can see if somebody is bound by the ropes. But interestingly, we are not bound by the gross ropes. We are bound by the subtle ropes. We cannot see those ropes, but we can easily feel that something is binding us. But if somebody is absorbing his mind in the Damodara pastimes, where Dam Udara, Lord's Udar is bound by the Dam or Rassi. So if somebody is absorbing his mind in this Damodar pastime, the phala is all the dam, all the rassi, all the ropes will get untied. All the entanglement and all the conditioning will get untied. So that's the Shruti phala of this particular pastime. So of course there are so many lessons that one can derive from this particular pastime, but I would like to end here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Tukaram Prabhu. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai. What a beautiful, your wonderful disciple, giving the intricacies of Leela, explaining the way Maharaj explains everything so nicely.
Tukaram Prabhu ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much. Any questions? Hiren Prabhu, you have a question, or anybody else? Go ahead. Amrutan Prabhu has a question. Okay, go ahead. Amrutan.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances all for Ishti Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Prabhu, as always, wonderful. I have a reflection to share and then also a question. Now Kartik month is going on, Prabhuji, and we are hearing this pastime over and over again. Like just yesterday there was a program and Madhupati Prabhu was giving a class. And there are so many things that every class that you listen to, you're learning new things. The pastime is the same. And so many new things. And this brings me to understand that, spirituality is not stale. It's always new, no matter how many times, whether Bhagavad Gita or pastime. We are always getting some new rust, something like that. So thank you so much for sharing this pastime, Prabhu. My question is, in the spiritual world, everything is eternal, Prabhu. Sat. And when we talk about committing suicide and all these things, it is like death, which is ending of something. So how do we understand this, Prabhu? Like the milk wanting to commit suicide, etc.
Yes. Actually, yeah, of course, in spiritual world, there is no death. But say, for example, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Natat bhasate suryo, na shashanko na pavakaha, jad gatva na nivartante tad dhamam paramam mama. Because the Vedas have the motto, asatoma asatgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, and mrityorma amritam gamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya means this material world is a world of darkness. And Jyotirgamaya means the spiritual world is full of light. And Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, in spiritual world, it is by nature illuminated, bright. It does not require sun, it does not require moonlight, it does not require fire. By nature, the material world is dark. And therefore, we have the artificial systems called sun, moon, and fire to illuminate. So that means in spiritual world, there is no sun,
Yes.
there is no need of sun, no need of moon, no need of fire. Now let us come to the Vrindavan pastimes. There is sunrise, there is moonlight, there is Sharat Purnima, there is Rasa Leela going on, there is Suryodaya. And why this sunlight is there, Suryodaya is there, and why is moonlight? Because as as sun is there, now gopis become morose, because now they'll not get the association of Krishna. And immediately the Gopas, the friends of Krishna, became jubilant. Now because they'll go out with Krishna in the fields and they'll do different, they'll play different sports.
Mm.
Immediately as there is moonrise, the Gopas become, they start to feel now we are going to be bereft of Krishna's association, and immediately the gopis become jubilant. And interestingly, the Brinda Devi, the Jogamaya, in the spiritual world, she has this right. If she's just like a director, if she says, okay, moon, you come little closer here, yeah, you come here, okay, fine, and star, you go little far. So she, just like on a stage, if a director, when we perform a skit, the director can say, okay, curtains should be like this and light should be like this. So Brinda Devi is a director of the pastime. So although in spiritual world there is no need of sunlight, moonlight, but still in Vrindavan we find there is sunlight and moonlight for enacting the pastimes. Similarly, there is no suicide in spiritual world, but there is no death in spiritual world. But Srimati Radharani is thinking that I will die because of the separation. And Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj used to write in his books, he has explained that Radharani is, counting her last breath, just remembering Krishna. And the Lalita Shakhi and Vishakha Shakhi, they're trying to pacify. She's burning. There's no fever in spiritual world because the body is transcendental. The fever is because of the separation. So yes, from the tattva point of view, there is no death. There is no suicide. There is no sun and moon required in the spiritual world. But for the enhancement of rasa, all these things are there.
Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else? Questions, comments, reflections?
Right.
Prabhu, if no one has a question, can I follow up?
Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, a follow-up question, and this is more when we go out to, people invite us home on Kartik, and these are mainly newcomers. They are not still in the movement, but they have some sense of religiosity that it's Kartik, we must do some program. Now, when you are explaining about Queen Kunti, Mother Kunti, and her co-sister who's going to do sati. Now, those who have the understanding of the Vedic culture understand the basis of sati. But for a common person, sati seems kind of extreme. So, how does one stay to the tattva? And because the instruction is you say it as it is, you don't mix anything or, to please the audience. So, in such a situation, how does one, how do you say, the sensitivity of the audience and staying true to the acharyas and you know what I'm saying? How does that work in outreach, Prabhu?
Yeah. So, Prabhu, like what my take is, sometimes say I'll give a little different example in that sense, which is touching this point. So, for example, when we are going to the students and we are preaching, especially the scientific community, and there are things in Bhagavatam that appears very unscientific actually. So then how to correlate? So immediately my take is, I tell the people during my outreach that there are two kind of listeners. There are two kinds of Shrota. One is called the Channi, Channi, everyone knows
Mm,
Channi.
mm, mm,
And another is called Sweepa. Sweepa means with which you used to clean the wheat. In villages, it is available wheat. So one kind of Shrota is Channi. Channi means whatever it is valuable, it will go away. And whatever it is useless will stay. Like when somebody is filtering tea, the tea liquid is valuable, it goes away, and Channi is left with the wastage. But in Sweepa, the valuable things stay, and the bhusa, or which is invaluable, it goes away.
mm,
So as we go for the outreach, the first thing we need to make the audience clear that kindly don't listen or don't take our what we are come here to give. Don't take it like Channi, take it like Sweepa. What is immaterial, what is not scientific as per the our understanding, let us leave it aside. Gajendra used to go and mountains used to shake. Now, Bhagavatam says like this, but mountain used to shake, or then there was 1,000 years of fight going on, and then Chitraketu Maharaj had millions of wives. Radhesham Prabhu has written a book, uh, is the basis of Bhagavad Gita and other books. So he there very intelligently he has mentioned Chitraketu Maharaj had many wives. Now he could have written that he had millions of wives, because Bhagavatam says millions of wives. But Prabhuji has very intelligently written many wives, because he knows that otherwise the audience, which is of the Channi category, they will immediately stuck to that point.
mm.
So, so as we go for outreach, we must make the people understand that, see, there are things in Bhagavatam, there are things in Vedic culture which are very contradictory to our present understanding. It may be right, it may be wrong, it may be true, it may be false, it's not the matter of discussion that we have come here. Because if we'll go in that discussion, our time will get wasted. We have come here for the lesson. Chitraketu Maharaj had many wives or millions wives or 10 wives or 20 wives is immaterial. The important lesson is that Chitraketu Maharaj had a son called Harshashoka, and his situation became worse because of attachment. So the motive is to understand attachment and detachment. Or Gajendra means, even the Gajendra, he was so powerful that he used to tremble the mountains, but at the time of difficulty, nobody could save him. So therefore, Vaishnavas are called Saragrahi. They know what to take and what to leave. Just like when we eat fruit. When we eat fruit, we eat something and we leave something. Say, for example, when we eat mango, we'll give up the chilka, we'll give up the seed. We'll only relish the juice. But if an animal will eat, then animal will eat the seed, animal will eat the chilka, and all the juice will come out. So, because it is not Saragrahi, but intelligent people are Saragrahi. So, we need to, just like a disclaimer comes when we show a movie, there is a disclaimer. Similarly, before going to, when we are in outreach, we must tell that there may be certain things which may be contradictory to our beliefs, but it is immaterial. We have not come to debate on all those things. We have come here to give the valuable lesson that is very much genuinely connected with our lives. So then intelligent people will appreciate our approach, and they'll take what we are actually presenting.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we'll end. Prabhu is busy. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Tukaram Prabhu. Come again, do the part 2 of Damodar Leela. Maybe next month we'll do, even though it may be over. Thank you. Vanchakalpataram.
वैश्य कृपा सिंधु व्यवच
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णव वृंद की जय। प्रभु जी की जय.
Thank you, Tukaram Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Very nice class. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.
Mute, please. Quick announcements. Please join for Sunday Peace program. Today we are celebrating Diwali. So actual day is tomorrow. Madhupal Prabhu had posted the timings for the Dhanteras and whatnot. Any questions? Please let us know on the timings for the pujas. And October 22nd, actual day is Govardhan Puja. On the Sunday, next Sunday, that is October 26th, Sunday we will be celebrating Govardhan Puja. Day before, October 25th, Saturday, we will be celebrating Prabhupada's Tirobhav disappearance day, very important day for all of us. The November 1st is Uttana Ekadasi, so very important Ekadasi. The November 5th is last Purnima, Rasa Purnima, last day of Kartik month, Krishna Rasa Yatra, end of Chaturmas, Ujjavrat and everything, Damodar Vrat, Bhishma Panchak, whatnot. So those are the upcoming announcements. Gopastami is on Wednesday, October 30 something. October 29th, Wednesday, is Gopastami. So these are the important festivals coming up this month. So we'll see you all in the evening. Please try to bring offerings today evening and next Sunday. Both days are very important to offer something to the Lord. If you cannot cook anything, you can bring fruits, nuts, vegetables, so that it can be used in the Lord's service tomorrow. And this whole week is festival, Monday and Wednesday. Some of you may be celebrating 5-day Diwali in that sense also. So let us try to engage in different capacity and distribute books. And during Diwali, you may have program, you are going to somebody's house. Yes, sweets and other things, yes, you can give. But try to give books, Prabhupada's books especially. Engage in Sankirtan. This is our mission. One point of Damodar Lila is one person army. Damodar Lila is Yasodama is the one person Sankirtan band. She did everything. Mridanga, Kartal, singing, everything. So don't think that I'm alone. You can do, any one of us can do. Distribute books by Prabhupada and our spiritual masters mercy. So let us try to do that. Okay, see you all in the evening. Thank you very much for your kind association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare
Radhe Radhe.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Radhe Radhe. Prabhu. Dandavat.